Hello everyone, welcome to the P1 program. This lecture is called P107.3, right? In this lecture we are going to discuss about something that I have left in the last lecture. I have forgot to mention about it. So this is going to be a short lecture. This is very short. So what we are going to do is that we are going to do a problem as well as explain the angular acceleration, which is alpha, right? The direction of angular acceleration. Let's look at it, right? So basically what we have done so far, okay, with what we have done so far, we know that if you are rotating around a circular motion, in a circular motion, if you are rotating around some in some axis in a plane, you can see that if this is your direction of rotation, then if there is a theta, which is the angle of your position at from r1 to r2, the position vector, the difference in that vector, and this is the angle theta, then you will see that if d theta by dt, right, if d theta by dt, which is the time rate of change of angle, which is equal to the omega, which is the omega vector, so it will be in the positive z axis if d theta by dt is positive, right? If the time rate of change of angle, right, if the angle is increasing from this point to this point, the angle is increasing with respect to time, then it will be in the positive z axis. You can call this x axis and this y axis, and this will be the z axis. So the perpendicular axis will be the z axis. Okay, so that's in the positive z direction. Also, if d theta by dt is less than 0, negative, then omega is going to be in the negative z axis, right? So negative z cap direction. So that's the basic gist of what we have learned so far. Now with the same thing happens to something called d square theta by dt square. So if you take d square theta by dt square, that is the time rate of change of omega, that is d omega by dt, right? So it's the time rate of change of that, which means that your velocity when you move around in a circle, your velocity at this point and the velocity at this point v1 and v2, right, will be increasing. If it is increasing, then d omega by dt will be positive. Velocity is increasing, then d omega by dt will be a positive value. So that means which is alpha, d square theta by dt, which is alpha, will be in the positive z axis, right? Positive z axis. If d omega by dt, d square theta by dt square, or d omega by dt is less than 0, if it's positive, then it's greater than 0. If it is less than 0, then it will be in the negative z cap direction. So that's about the direction of angular acceleration alpha, which is equal to d theta, d square theta by dt square. Okay, that's the direction. Just wanted to put it out there. Now the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to do a problem, a simple problem, just to make sure that you guys are aware about the all aspects of angular acceleration and angular velocity. So I'm going to put down that if I am moving around in a circle, right? If in a circle of radius r, I'm moving around, right, and I'm having some kind of an angle here, right? So there's an angle of motion, angle theta. So let's make it a little bit beautiful. Anyways, this is the angle theta. In a circle you are moving around, it's a perfect circle. For this purpose, it doesn't look like one, but it is. So, and these have velocity which is v1 and v2 at different points, and v2 is greater than v1 and it is moving in this direction. That means there is an acceleration. So you can say that there is an acceleration alpha is said, which is given as, this is the question here, d times 1 plus t by tf, right? So t is the time, which is a variable, and tf is the final time here, right? So it's tf when it reaches t2 v2. So that's the question, and we need to find out the omega, we need to find out theta, right? What is the angle here, what is the velocity, angular velocity at during this motion, and we are given b which is a constant here, so b is equal to some 2. Okay, and t final is 3 seconds. So we need to find out what happens to the velocity and acceleration after 3 seconds. So that's the question. Okay, I hope you understood that. Now what we can do is that we can use that information, and we can say that when you move around in a circle with an angle theta, right, so this will be omega 0, which will be the initial velocity, angular velocity, and this will be omega of f, which is omega final after 3 seconds, right? So this is 0 second, t is equal to 0, and this is t is equal to 3, which is tf, right? So I'm going to build up a generic equation to solve for the generic equation beforehand. So you can say, if you have an acceleration curve, right, b times 1 plus t by tf, right, b is equal to 1 plus t by tf, you have that curve with, you can draw it, sorry, b times 1 plus tf is equal to alpha z, right? So you can draw the alpha versus time graph, and it will look something like this. Okay, let it be, it's proportional to t. So it's a straight line. Okay, so it's a straight line, so it's a straight line looking like this. Okay, let it be like that. So the area under that curve will be what? The area under that curve will be the called the what, the area under the curve of velocity will be called the, acceleration will be called the velocity, which is angular velocity omega, right? So area under this will be equal to omega, total omega. So omega can be calculated as integral omega final, this is omega final, which is omega of t final, this is omega of t0. So omega of t final minus omega of t0, which will be equal to, right, integral, right, integral 0 to t final, area under that curve, which is equal to alpha of t dt, right? So now you can say that will be equal to, I can substitute for the value of alpha here, 0 to t final, right? Alpha is just b times 1 plus t by tf times dt, right? So now I can do the integral, and I will get b of t plus t square by 2t final. I just did the integral, and from 0 to t final, right? So with the limit 0 to t final. So integral of 1 dt is x, or 1 dt is t, and t is t square by 2. So now when we substitute that values, when we substitute that tf into this equation, you get btf minus tf square by tf will cancel, and you get tf by, so you get tf by 2, right? So 2 times b, the bracket was there, so it's a b times b, right? So you can take out the btf outside, t final outside, and you get 1 minus 1 plus, oh, what am I doing, 1 plus tf, 1 plus 1 by 2, that is 3 by 2, right? Now you can substitute the values of b and t final. B was what, b was I guess b was 2, b was 2, and t was 3 seconds. So now you get 2 times 3 times 3 by 2, right? So that will be equal to 9 radians per second, right? So that's the 9 radians per second is the velocity, right? That's the angular velocity omega. Okay, so we have found out the omega in the time period where it rotates from what, from this angle, this point to the this point. Okay, we have found out that. Now what we can do is that, let's find out, we have got the omega, right? So there is, this is equation of omega, which is called its equation 1, and we need to find out the angle, exact angle, how much it rotates. So we can do omega, so we can do theta, which will be equal to the area under the curve of this graph, right, btf graph. So so it's not that equation, it is yeah, that equation, this graph, the area under this graph will give you the theta angle. So theta will be equal to what? So theta will be equal to integral 0 to tf omega dt, right? So that's theta, which will be equal to which is the theta final minus theta initial. Theta at t is equal to tf minus theta of 0, right? So that's the actual difference in angle. That's the angle right there. So you can do substitute the values 0 to tf of, substitute the value of omega here. So omega was btf, 3 by 2 btf, right? So it's 3 by 2 btf dt, right? So that you get tf, which is the final time. It can vary, so this is our variable here. Now you can say that it is 3 by 4, right? 3 by 4 btf squared, right? That's the value from 0 to tf, right? So I just use that notation of tf here because it's much more easier. You don't have to be abstract about it. Tf is the value here, so we are looking from tf to 0. So tf is actually the variable t. Okay, it is tf is equal to t. Don't get confused about that. So now let's substitute the values here. So you get 3 by 4, 3 by 4 times b is just 2, right? And t square is 3 seconds square, so that's 3 square, and you get 27, right? 27 by 2, 2 cancels. Okay, so that's what you get, 27 by 2 in radians. So that's the angle here. That's the angle swept when you move around from omega 0, this point to this point. When you move around, that's the angle. That's the angle swept. So what is this angle? This is in radians. Now let's find out what is it, this angle in what in degrees, right? So in degrees, 1 degree will be equal to, right, 1 degree will be equal to some pi, sorry, it's not 10 degree, 1 degree. So 1 degree will be equal to pi by 180, right? So pi by 180 radians. So all you have to do is just multiply 27 by 7 by 2 radians into what, 180 by pi, right? So you can write 27 as some 8 times 3.14, which is pi. So you can write it simply like 8.5 times pi by 2 times 180 by pi, right? So pi cancels and you get 8.5. This is 90, right? So 90 times 8.5 is around 8.5 times around 765 or something like that. So 765 degrees. Okay, that's the rotational angle. So in this time, so we have actually drawn, so it's 765. We have actually drawn this theta to be this symbol, right? So this was the angle we have assumed, but this is actually 765 degrees, around 765 degrees. That means it will go around 2 times, right? 2 times. So this in 3 seconds, this body which is moving around in this acceleration omega alpha and velocity omega, it will go around 2 times, right? 2 times, one time, and then again it will go around the second time, approximately second time. So it's 360 is one rotation, so it will go around approximately 2 times. So that's the angle, and that's the velocity, angular velocity, and that's the acceleration, how to find it out. So this was very simple, and next time we'll go with the some of the most deeper things, much more interesting things. So I just missed this part, so that's why I just mentioned it. Okay, so all the best for you guys.